What's up, family? Welcome back to a new analysis video. In today's video, I will be talking about Apecoin and the Ape project and its price analysis. And if you like these types of videos, please like and subscribe. And without any further ado, let's take a look at the chart and see what's happening with the Apecoin. So as we can see here, I'll draw out my lines. At the 5 minutes, we have a major support, which we can see from these areas right here. And price wicked out of these zones, as we can see here, a big supply and a big resistance here, which we saw a big drop, as we can see here. And we can take a look at this big supply drop here, which was indicating a simple order block and a resistance at these levels, which we saw price go back down. We tried to wick out of these areas, but unfortunately dropped down again to the supply. So this is a major key resistant, not key resistant, key support. And a major key resistant, as we can see, is at these levels right here. And another level is at these levels right now that we are currently seeing live. We have these levels here, which try to wick out of the levels of these resistance, but failed to do so. And for the support, we've touched it 1, 2, 3, 4 times already. So this is a very strong support level here for Apecoin at the levels of 9.79. And as we could take a look, we had here with the supply at these levels with the MACD as well, we were indicating that it was oversold. And also with the RSI, we could see that the levels were oversold as well. And after that happened, we saw a big test at the bullish sign and a big momentum here as investors came in and drove the price up. Also, I want to take a look at other supplies and other resistance that we see a lot of bullish momentum on and a lot of selling pressure, which is at these levels of 10.9 right here, as well as these levels right here, which I will be drawing for future videos and for this video, which tested the price action here several times at the resistance, where we wicked out of these support and then came back to these resistance right here. So yeah, overall, at the short term of 5 minutes, if we zoom in, we are currently in the range of market right here, as these levels indicate. We are also almost oversold at the RSI, and the MACD looks like it's about to be connecting to for a drop in the bearish momentum. So keep that in mind if you are looking to get into the Apecoin because of the lot of hype and a lot of things going on with the project. Just keep in mind and try to time your entry. These videos are to for education purposes only, and keep in mind that I'm doing my best to provide you the most value that I can, but as well as being proactive and productive in the sense of if you want to get into the project, think about it as long term and try to time the market. It's hard to time the market, but sometimes with technical analysis, we can see which positions and which areas are better than others. And like I said, 5 minutes, just keep in mind these levels, 9.7. We are currently at 10.1. So if you do want to get into the project, just wait a little bit, wait for zones to come back down here. And hopefully what price doesn't happen is price for it to retest these areas right here and drops out of these zones and then does another retest. And then if that happens, we could see a price drop. And for the price drop, we are looking at prices at these levels right here, this level right here. So this is another support that's created, as well as this one right here. So these are two major support that we can see if price decides to decline and the bearish momentum starts to kick in more than the bullish momentum in the project. But overall, as we can also zoom in, we are currently at an uptrend right here, as we can see. But price is, in my opinion, since there's a big uptrend right here and price is in the RSI oversold, we can see a bearish momentum short term of prices going out of these zones, touching back the resistance, and maybe seeing a retracement back to these levels. That's what I would like for project to happen, since there's also a big major resistance here at these levels at the 10.3. So for the bullish momentum, we would want price to break out of these zones, break out of these two double tops here, and actually wick out close out of these zones and see price continuous bullish momentum. So touches these zones right here, which creates another support at these levels, and then we can see a retracement up there to these zones here of the resistance, as we can see up there at the 10.6. And then after we break this structure, which might take a while, but if we do break it in the upcoming days, we could see a price stay in the momentum here in these zones before touching back here at the order block, as we can see where a lot of investors decided to sell, and it could be having a retracement back up there. And with the volume also increasing up here, this is why we saw a big gap right here in the bullish momentum. We saw a big decline here with the volume as well declining, which happened here at the same time at these levels here, which we saw a lot of selling pressure. So just keep that in mind, and as well with the Bollinger Bands that we are outside of the areas, and usually when that happens we could see another retracement down. So keep that in mind, and it doesn't always have to come back to these strong levels of support. There's also a retest here that could happen at these levels right here. So price can actually still drop down to these levels right here and create a support for quite some time before retracing back to these levels up there of 10.2. So keep that in mind. Overall though, in the 5 minutes as well, if I do create my trend, we saw that we broke this trend right here where we were in the zone, and we decided to finally break out of it. And then look at this. Okay, let me zoom in. We had another retest. We could see that it wicked down. Okay, so the bullish momentum was super strong, as you can see, because it just wicked down. Okay, it never closed out of these triangles here and the uptrend that we can see. And that's why there was a lot of bullish momentum, and which happened after these bullish sequence here that occurred. Okay, so just keep that in mind. If you are looking to get into a project, just try to time it right. Look for these zones, and look for these prices where it's at a premium level. It's hard psychologically to look at these prices, and everyone is wanting to jump into a project without doing their due diligence. Just think of it as a long term, okay? It doesn't matter if you get in today or tomorrow. If you do believe in these projects, it's fine to just get in on it when the price is at a premium discount, okay? So these are just indicators that tell us that these prices are short term, could have a retracement, but overall, since this is a bullish project in my opinion, we could see retracements up there in the long term of 10.7. Also, let's take a look at the 1 hour, what's currently happening at the 1 hour. So if we do zoom in here, 1 hour is giving us similar occurrences as well. As we can see, the 1 hour, it's a bit higher time frame. Another high order block here that happened at these levels. And also, like I stated, we were in a downtrend, as we can see here at the 1 hour, where price actually is looking like it's breaking out of this downtrend, and we're looking like we have a lot of volume here for a bullish momentum. And also the Bollinger Bands looks like it's a little bit further than I actually expected. So we do have enough room for price to continue its uptrend. We also have the MACDs here indicating that there's bullish momentum and actually not bearish. Okay, so this is good signs. Okay, overall 1 hour is looking great. We could see another retracement before we go to these levels here of 14. We could see an occurrence stop here at these levels right here, which had a major bearish momentum down there. So we could be taking a look at that, but currently for the 1 hour, we would need a break out of these zones right here, which was a resistance at a time. And after we do break these zones of 10.7, what I would like to see is hopefully more bullish momentum where it creates and retests these levels and then continue its upside, and to the levels that I indicated right here, which is at 12.9. Okay, so keep that in mind. And in order for it to break these levels, we would have to do the same thing, have a retest at these levels, create support, and then hopefully go back up to the 14. But this is just a quick analysis of what's happening in the charts. There's a lot of hype in this project, which is good in crypto projects, and also a lot of coins, because when there's hype, there's always investors coming in and driving the price up. And since there's a lot of utility in the coin and a lot of things happening for the project, I do see it going hopefully upwards from here to the uptrend, and also in the long term being a more sustainable project. But yes, I've also wanted to state that if you take a look at this, we have wicks up there before, which if you take a look at this, it looked like it was in a downtrend for quite some time. But since we never really closed, I'm not gonna be talking about these prices here, because usually if you just take a look here, price has been in this range of market for quite some time, and this is more important right now to talk about what's happening in the 1 hour and 5 minutes. So if you like these types of analysis, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel and helps me have a better overview of the videos and topics that I would like to talk about. And also, I would love for you guys to recommend me projects to take a look at, because it does help out the channel and also helps me analyze better projects for you guys. And stay blessed and take care, and I'll see you on the next one.